Yep, Snoop Dogg. We're going to talk about Snoop Dogg, the king of weed, right now. Yep, Snoop Dogg is more than just the gin and juice in his cup that gets Snoop Dogg faded. Easily running for hip-hop's biggest fan of greenery, Snoop has released albums worth of weed-themed tracks over the course of his career. He kicked it off with The Scene, stealing appearance on What Else? The Chronic. Yep, The Chronic. I remember that back in the days. Yep, weed-themed album. Among many marijuana themes, Snoop has rolled out Smoke the Weed, I Love Weed, Lighters Up, and My Medicine. With the noted spliff Africando, Willie Nelson, right? In 2015, Snoop launched his own branded marijuana line, Leafs by Snoop. That must be good. I didn't check none of that out yet, but I gotta look that up. Leafs by Snoop. I know there was some controversy with the Toronto Maple Leafs because it's like similar name, right? Flavors include lemon pie, Northern Lights, I love that, Cali Kush. Last November, he trolled. I didn't even know this. Last November, he trolled President Trump by posting an Instagram video of himself smoking a blunt, saying he wants to smoke it in the White House. That's his mission. That was his mission. So, Snoop is probably the biggest, I would say, influencer in the world when it comes to probably cannabis, because he's a big artist himself. People love his music. People love his attitude. He's an icon, and he's been smoking weed from long time ago, so you could believe him, right? And he smokes wherever he wants to, seems like it, right? He's been around for a long time, over 20-something years. He always been rapping about it. This is not no gimmick. So, yeah, Snoop Dogg, I want to smoke his strand of weed. I'm interested to see, because he got, he's just a character himself, and he's influential. I like his music. I've been a fan from him from the beginning. Murder Was the Case. So, Snoop smokes. He's a real smoker, right? Real cannabis connoisseur. And even the rest of the Dog Pound, they got their brand too, like Corrupt with Moon Rocks. I know Daz has his own thing too. So Moon Rocks is even popular itself, and that's Corrupt. And he's linked with Snoop. And Snoop, they're running it right now in Cali. Cali's running it, especially the artists from Cali. That's why you see Wiz Khalifa living in Cali. He's not from Cali, he's from Pittsburgh. But why you think he's in Cali? Because that's where the influence is. He's cool with Snoop, calls him his uncle, right? Anybody who loves weed has to be cool with Snoop. That'll be stupid to not be cool, because he's like becoming like the godfather of like cannabis when it comes to commercialization right now, right? And his albums, you always have a smoking track. That's like the Mary Jane album, what I have out right now. It's a smoking theme album, because I'm really a smoker. It's no gimmick. I smoke this shit, right? Snoop, top, the king of cannabis when it comes to commercialization and products right now. There's other people who are influential, like Bob Marley. We know that for sure because of reggae music in Jamaica and the Rastafarian culture. Now we're gonna get to another rapper, because this is the most highest rappers in the universe, right? We're talking about. Now we have Redman. Redman, a friend of Snoop and Meth, right? He was in the movie How High, collaborator, right? So Method Man, his story. Method Man, How High collaborator, has been token since he was 16 and still hasn't slowed down. Redman, he knows how to roll a blunt. Yep, How to Roll a Blunt was his first debut LP. That's a long time ago. I was young myself, man. Remains the greatest instructional weed song of all time. And he has laced his catalog with amount of favorites. Vice tracks like Mary Jane, Blow Trees, and of course How High stands out. He once curated playlists for his favorite weed songs for Rolling Stone, and in January, Redman made goofy headlines when he discovered baggies of 20-year-old bud stashed in his mom's house. God. Posted a scene on Instagram where he's selling on eBay his mom's joke. That's funny. Like, what is it? He found some stashed away in his mom's house, the old house. You get what I mean? Made it a joke. You know that's Redman. Redman been smoking from a long time. Listen to the name, Redman. That's why he linked up with Method Man from the Wu-Tang. These guys are like icons, you know, cultural, commercial icons when it comes to cannabis. Before even Wiz, and around the same time as Snoop. Like, I can imagine when they all get together how much they smoke. Damn, you go in that room, you're choking, right? Because I know Redman, Method Man, and Snoop, they're all cool. I would love to hear an album from all of them. That would be the most highest album. If you see Redman, Method Man, and Snoop, right? If you want to make a tour and then you add Wiz and then you add Be Real and Cypress Hill and a couple others like Currency, that'd be even more ill. The most highest show, right? So yeah, Redman, he's been Reggie, you know, he's been smoking a long time. He's been a weed advocate before it became popular. All his albums, he has something talking about cannabis. You got to check out Redman, of course, Snoop. So this doesn't seem like 10 on the XL I read off all. I don't know. Doesn't seem like 10. But I had like Burner, Wiz Khalifa, Devin the Dude, Currency, and then I had Method Man, Smoke DZA, Snoop Dogg, Redman. Maybe I'll count that after when we listen to this podcast over again. But there's many smokers like Wiz Khalifa now they're putting. Maybe it's Wiz Khalifa. This Pittsburgh MC has his own strand for marijuana, Khalifa Kush, aka KK, or Wiz Khalifa OG. Is an indica dominant hybrid, 80% indica, 20% sativa. That is strong shit. I know he loves to smoke. Created in partnership with Colorado-based River Rock Cannabis. Remember, Colorado is one of the first places to legalize weed, even before Canada, right? Khalifa puffs through his live shows and once teased an upcoming album with footage of Wiz Khalifa's weed farm. The guy named his breakthrough mixtape Kush and Orange Juice. I remember that. That's a favorite. You got to check that out if you're a weed smoker. But few associate him with OG, Addicted to the Green. The author of Rolling Papers and Rolling Papers 2 has boasted in interviews that he spends $10,000 a month on cannabis. No wonder he gets along so well with Snoop. Yeah, in which he co-starred in Martha Stewart's cooking show. The main ingredient, weed. Yeah, Wiz, for sure right now, he's the poster boy or poster man for cannabis, for weed in music, in urban culture, in pop culture. You can't deny it's Wiz Khalifa. He's like the Snoop of the 2000s, if you want to call it, from Pittsburgh, but now he resides in Cali. Associated with Burner, another big smoker, Snoop, like we mentioned. Everybody in the community. He always has a great attitude. Not 100% 90% of the time, no one's perfect. Yeah. OG, indica dominant, 80% indica, 20% sativa, so 100%. This is strong shit. Wiz Khalifa been smoking for a long time. He's the definition of a cannabis or weed rapper, if you want to say. Like, he has a gang of cannabis weed songs, right? So yeah, one of my favorite. I consider him the new generation rappers from like in the 2000s who's still around, because I'm guessing when he came out it was over 10 years, man. At least 10 years he's been in it. At least 10 years, if not more. And since he came from the jump, when he came out smoking. He came out smoking and educating. Yep, with the sticky. He came out educating, man. Getting them dabs too. Always doing them dabs. With the Taylor gang. All the Taylor gang, a lot of them are connoisseurs too. The whole crew. His friend is Currency, also Burner, Snoop. He's cool probably with Green Thumbs. So this is a real smoker. smoking artists. Yep, these are the most highest artists in the universe. You know, this was from Excel. Their pick is right on point with my pick too. These are the most highest smokers. All the ones I mentioned in this podcast is for real. I don't know about Kid Kuda. I never really heard about Kid Kuda before, but he probably is a burner. Same way. All right? So I probably did mention the 10, what they put out there. Yep, the most highest rappers in the universe.